sounds are underway in this matchup between the Mass Marvel and Bom de Neige. The champ appears to have all the momentum in the early stages here. Oh, a big diving double axe handle to the head of Bom de Neige. Mass Marvel's got the sleeper locked in here. Could this be the end?
Oh, the avalanche! He hit him with the avalanche!
Bom de Neige picks up the victory and he will face Canadian Coral next week.
Well, what did you want to see me about, Dr. Pepper?
Well, we got a bit of a problem. After last week's match, Bom de Neige came to me. He had a couple of aches, he had a couple of pains, so I gave him some heat pads. And, well, next thing you know, well, this is him.
You hold on a second. You gave heat packs to a snowman? Bom de Neige. We thought you were dead.
That was almost the case, thanks to your pathetic excuse for a medical doctor. Contrary to what you may think, I am not here to demand more mash with Canadian Coral. I would like to introduce you to mon fiancé.
When's the wedding? I could technically marry you right here next week on our first episode of the Snow Zone.
We are gathered here today to unite this man and this woman.
Oh no, what on earth does he want?
Bom de Neige, I've put together a little video. I think that mine perfectly captures the true meaning, true love.
No, you've got to be kidding me. And the bride does not look impressed.
Did you not know that it wasn't Bom de Neige who technically asked you out?
Becky, please.
Oh, what's that? Becky the blow-up dog? You want to experience a real man? I think I can do a little bit better than a fuck toy.
Few of Bom de Neige's relatives even went as far as showing me their appreciation of
Mass Marvel, I don't think that's
sex. I had sex with them.
Allow me to introduce mon niece, Bom de Neige.
As you can probably tell, I'm pregnant. There's a chance that the father is the masked Marvel.
There is no way that kid is mine. They wish that I was the father, okay? That poor Bom de Neige can't keep her goddamn legs shut.
Following a hellacious backstage brawl that took place on the last episode.
What is this? Oh God! What is this?
Oh my, this Bom de
One
Neige.
particular individual has approached me with a request.
Mass Marvel, you are the father.
No, God, no!
The Mass Marvel will square off against Bom de Neige in the first ever Put the Baby to Sleep match.
There is absolutely no love lost between these two men. I fear for both of these men's lives heading into Snowmageddon. Yes, it certainly feels as though we've been building up to this one all season, and finally, here today, we will see the Mass Marvel go toe-to-toe in what our league manager is calling a Put the Baby to Sleep match. With more on what that means exactly, let's send it now to our own Miss Vanderloop.
Thank you. Yes, as you can see, I'm here today with the general manager of the BWE, Swedish Sven. Sven, now, before we get to today's main event, I wanted to ask you a question regarding the letter that you received last week regarding the CERB checks. Now, there's a few rumors going around that today's event may be the last and the finale, as the BWE may be going under. Do you care to comment on the validity of those rumors?
Yeah, you know, Miss Vanderloop, yes, I was one of the many Canadians, by the way, who received a letter in the mail from the federal government informing us that apparently we didn't meet the minimum requirements for the whole CERB program thing. But in case your information is clearly not up to date with the current situation, thanks to the many Canadians out there, likely all BWE fans in fact, who were so upset by this news, the federal government has chosen not to enforce the whole CERB repayment thing, even though we totally didn't qualify, and it's looking like we're going to get to keep the money after all.
Well, Sven, as happy as I am that we are going to be keeping our jobs, what do you have to say to all the hard-working middle-class Canadians who will likely have to spend the next couple decades paying this all off?
Yeah, well, first of all, I want to thank them for continuing to pay their fair share in taxes, but you know, I also wanted to find a way to honor all those hardworking citizens out there who have made my dreams possible this year, which is why I, Swedish Sven, have come up with this certificate of authenticity to thank all of our unwilling BWE investors and acknowledge what they did for us this year. And all you have to do in order to get your hands on one is to go to our BWE shop, sign up to grab one, and we will send you one absolutely free. All you have to do is pay for the shipping.
Well, as useless as that is, that's actually quite a nice gesture. Well, now, Swedish Sven, the pay-per-view event was initially supposed to happen at your family cottage in Sable Beach, but obviously we are not up there right now. What happened?
Yeah, so, the government did find a way to screw us after all. At the moment that we are filming this here, we are currently in a stay-at-home order here in Ontario, and it turns out that even though Trudeau can do a press conference from the front porch of his cottage every day, I'm not allowed to host a wrestling event in the backyard at mine.
I see, but just to clarify that despite the stay-at-home order, you are still planning on going ahead with the pay-per-view today.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay then, Sven. Now that the match is just mere minutes away, I am dying to ask, what exactly are the rules to the put the baby to sleep match?
Right, yeah. So it's actually quite simple here, Miss Vanderloop. Instead of pinning your opponent, what you're going to have to do today is we are going to have to swaddle your opponent in a blanket, and then you are going to place him in the crib that will be placed outside of the ring, and that is how you are going to win the put the baby to sleep match.
Well, there you have it, folks. We will see in mere minutes which of the two wrestlers has the best fatherly instincts. Well, Sven, it has truly been an honor working underneath you this past year.
Well, Miss Vanderloop, I can say with all honesty that it has been a pleasure having you underneath me this year. When we're done here today, I'd like you to join me upstairs, if you would. There's something I'd like to give to you. I'll see you later.
Well, not sure what's going on there, but nonetheless, we are ready to go here for our main event of the evening, having just learned the rules for this match here today, and here comes the Mass Marvel making his way out. Oh dear, look at that. I can't say I'm surprised, as the Mass Marvel taunting Bom de Neige, who will be at ringside for today's match. And before we go any further, let's go ahead and see who decided to sponsor today's event.
Did you, or someone you know, recently learn that you're becoming a dad? For the 225,000 men who became unwilling fathers this year, I can't help you. But for the other 3.5 billion men out there, I got a product for you. Introducing the Torpedo 5000. Safely fire away into open waters with the latest and greatest in German engineering. The Torpedo 5000 has an impenetrable outer layer ensuring no man falls overboard. And the Torpedo 5000 isn't even a one-time shot. Cared for properly, your torpedo can penetrate multiple vessels over the course of an entire month. Imagine launching your torpedo multiple times in the same night. While all the other leading brands out there are trying to make their crop thinner to improve the experience, the Torpedo 5000 went the other way and made a product that is 5,000 times thicker than the average competitor. Don't be a fool in trusting these other brands to protect your tool. You may be sitting there thinking, I had a vasectomy, I'm good. But your vasectomy is only as good as your doctor. Trust me, I know. Take it from an unwilling father who tried the rest and found the best. If you want protection, there's only one brand to bring into the battlefield.
Yes, he can keep denying it all he wants, but the fact is, Mass Marvel is a father now, whether he likes it or not. And with the ties to this man right here, they better find a way to coexist, or else they might have some trouble down the line. There's Bom de Neige. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Bom de Neige is already in the ring, and now the Mass Marvel, yes, he sees him right there. And there is the bell, and we are underway in this one, folks. Mass Marvel approaching the Bom de Neige here to start off the match, as they will lock fists in a feat of strength to start out this one. And oh, look at that! Bom de Neige gets the best of Mass Marvel in that one, as he tossed the Mass Marvel down to the ground. Again, this is just a match for pride here. Nothing really at stake in this match here today. Oh, look at that. There's a low blow now from the Mass Marvel, and he lands a couple of flurry of punches to the gut, and now he's going after that face, really working on the facial area of Bom de Neige. As now Bom de Neige has been moved into the corner, and again a few punches to the gut, and then again up to the face. Now the Mass Marvel, what is he up to now? He has moved outside of the ring, and he is climbing up on that corner post. Look at this now. He's in behind Bom de Neige, and he's put him in a sleeper hold. The Mass Marvel has him in a sleeper hold. You can't win like that, though. Now it looks like, oh, look at that, a reversal. A reversal by Bom de Neige lands the Mass Marvel back in the ring, and let's take a look at this one here, folks. As Mass Marvel had him in the sleeper hold, and then the reversal tosses. Mass Marvel goes somersaulting back into the middle of the ring. Oh, look at this as we return back to the action. That is Bom de Neige, who was working on swaddling up the Mass Marvel, and that is how you will win the match here today, folks. You have to swaddle your opponent, and then you have to stuff him in that crib that is just outside the ring by Bom de Neige. A couple times now, the Mass Marvel trying to Irish whip his opponent against the ropes, but yeah, Bom de Neige really just not moving so well out there at the moment. What will the Mass Marvel do here as he pins Bom de Neige up on that top rope, and he delivered a couple blows to the back of the head, then drove the boot into the front of the face area. Now look at this. He has tied up Bom de Neige in between those ropes, and now, oh, look at that. Yeah, driving that boot right into the face area of Bom de Neige. And all of a sudden, momentum switching over here as Mass Marvel has started to get himself going a little bit. What is he setting up for here now as the Mass Marvel, he moves outside of the ring. Now he starts climbing up that corner post over here, looking maybe for the diving headbutt, and oh, Bom de Neige did it once again. He disappeared at the very last second, and he has ended up in that far corner. Mass Marvel a little worse for wear here as he has ended up in the clutches now of Bom de Neige, and oh, there it is! Oh my word! The Neige bomb! The Neige bomb to hell! Oh my word! Let's get another look at this one. Oh, look at that hair that he got! That is just spectacular to watch! Oh my! Returning to the live action here now as Bom de Neige lifts Mass Marvel back to his feet, sends him bouncing off the ropes. Oh, look at that, a duck underneath, and now on the ricochet, oh, a diving Russian bulldog there by Mass Marvel, and now he drives the head of Bom de Neige into that snow area. My word. Oh, look at this now. STF locked in by Mass Marvel, but again, you cannot win by submission here in this match today. You'll have to let that one go. Now, what will Mass Marvel do here? Goes running off the ropes, comes around, and oh, there's a diving cross body. Very nice there from Mass Marvel. Let's take another look at that one here on the replay. Comes off of that ropes in the corner, and lots of cushion for Mass Marvel to bounce off of there as he went tumbling over the top of Bom de Neige. Now it looks like the Mass Marvel may be setting up here. He's got the blanket in the middle of the ring. Let's see if his fatherly instincts will kick in here, as he looks like he's going to try and swaddle his opponent now. And Bom de Neige, you can see he's a little too big for that blanket, I think. You see the frustration here on the face of the Mass Marvel. As now the Mass Marvel, oh, look at this, it's his finisher move, the Twist of Fate. The Twist of Fate executed to Bom de Neige. And Bom de Neige not really staying down here. Another move. Oh, the big suplex landed by the Mass Marvel now. Mass Marvel going right back to work here as he goes after Bom de Neige once again. Oh, don't tell me he's going to do another one. Another suplex landed by the Mass Marvel. He's picked up that swaddle blanket now. And oh, look at that. Oh, the Bom de Neige does it again. He swapped over to the other side and he does it once more. Wow, that is an amazing trick that he has up his sleeve here. With frustration really boiling over now for the Mass Marvel as he goes in for a spear and ends up only getting wood over there on that far post. Mass Marvel looks a little worse for wear over here now as he is in the clutches of Bom de Neige, and there's a DDT from Bom de Neige. Wow, landing him right on that head. Let's take a look at this one from another angle. As you can see, the Mass Marvel, he gets himself in all kinds of trouble and goes driving into the snow there with his head first. My word. Returning to the live action here, look at this. Bom de Neige has Mass Marvel fully swaddled, and he is trying to stuff him into the crib. This would end the match, folks, as we get one of these whiteout blizzards. I cannot believe this is the absolute worst time for this right now. Wait a second. Oh, that's the Mass Marvel on the outside, but how on earth did he get there? Where is Bom de... Oh, no. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. that is Bom de Neige, fully swaddled and inside of the crib, and that means that the Mass Marvel has won this match. He certainly didn't do it, and it looks as though all signs are pointing that it very well might have been Bom de Neige who actually helped out the Mass Marvel to win this match. My word, I don't believe what I'm seeing here. Look at the Mass Marvel celebrating as if he did something here. Let's take a look at the replay now of how this all transpired, and it surely looked as though Bom de Neige had it in the crib, so to speak, and then he ends up swaddled and inside of the crib himself, and it could only have been Bom de Neige. The more that I think about it, it only makes sense. What does this mean moving forward? What will things look like a year from now? We'll have to wait an entire year to see? What do we have here now? That's Vicky Vanderloop. Oh, you don't think that she's... This is, could that be... Is that Sven on the other side?